Registering to vote and updating your information online is a first in Georgia.
Channel 2's Public Affairs Director Jocelyn Dorsey spoke one-on-one with the president of the League of Women Voters of Georgia about critical information voters should know. Jocelyn.
Fred, the League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization that started in 1920 as women were being granted the right to vote. Its Georgia president, Elizabeth Poythress, says members are men and women continuing its work.
We do advocacy work and we also do education work with citizens, really into engaging citizens to be active in their community, to learn the political process, hopefully run for office to represent their communities, and to move forward in the political process by voting and get out the vote.
When you talk about advocacy, give me an example of some of the things that you advocate for.
We are for access to the ballot any way you can get it and as much as you can get it, and that is one of our positions nationally and statewide. We're just about to start an early voting campaign, which we've had for a couple of years, which is called Post the Peach. And we're doing that again with some of our partners, county election officials, and we'll be having a kickoff on that the first week of early voting, which is October the 17th. And trying to get people to the polls. We're going to have a tremendous turnout, we're hoping. And we're hoping that people don't just stay home if they're not satisfied with their candidates. They need to exercise their right to vote. It, in my opinion, is not only a privilege of being an American citizen, but it's also an obligation. So we're hoping to get the early vote turnout so that it really excels this year, and it helps out the county offices so that we don't have lines wrapping around the buildings and people waiting in line even after 7 o'clock to put their vote in.
There's been a lot of discussion recently about people being purged from the actual rolls. And I know the NAACP had filed suit. What has happened and where are we with that?
The amount of African American, Latinos, even Asians that were in this listing of approximately 40,000 people.
Wow.
Were in this group of challenged people. And the lawsuit asked that an injunction be set to not allow that, and it was won. So the Secretary of State has conceded that he will put these people back on the voting roll and that they could vote. Now the challenge is to inform these people, and they go back to October the 1st of 2014.
Wow.
Is to get them informed that if they have been sent a letter that they were canceled, that they should present themselves at the polls. If they have not re-registered, that they can present themselves to the poll and vote. They would have to take a photo ID, just like you and I have to take a photo ID, but they could vote.